my friends was they said no, be not. To a praying woman.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They will start this drive with 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Watson, off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Need boys to get pressure.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What's up, boy? Hey, man.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the teammate.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, he's going to have to shake. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
What's up, boy?
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Tua to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And now before we get to the... Point. Remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try it in second and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This is Mostert. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your box, you don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. So every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Going
Oh,
right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. To throw is Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown.
Damn, ball couldn't get there.
Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point safely through. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson.
Bro, what the hell?
Damn,
niggas gotta do what? Get
20. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the
Scared
left.
that boy.
And no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half. Trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Keeps him set, but in the end, the pressure too great.
Oh, come on, y'all. What the fuck? Niggas ain't giving me no time.
3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Bro, Tyreek, I told you to run a go, my nigga. Maybe I pressed the wrong fucking
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's good coverage there by the kick team.
Weak ass, man. Most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
He's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks cause a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when they're making some safer routes.
Come on, Tua.
Last drive.
Damn.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And just shutting him off there. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter.
Let's go, Byron.
Already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him.
Oh, my God. That shit was right there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Edmonds. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Edmonds again.
Bro, get your ass in there.
Comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's
Boy.
Trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays.
Not sack this nigga, bro. Go get this nigga, man.
Right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Too deep, bro.
This one across the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So number 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Ride him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. From the 50, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. And this one goes nowhere.
Good shit,
Losing
boy.
yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. They run with 4. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
Oh, what are y'all doing?
Thank you, guys.
Damn, bro.
This
These
is
are
a nice answer
shit.
to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson down to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because he's taken down.
Y'all damn. Boys don't want it.
He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Gets this one to Hill. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
62 yards rushing for him now. That was his 10th carry of the ball game. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to
fucking sacks, bro. Can't get to this
the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Ford. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and through, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion.
Ooh, that nigga was wide open, bro.
Yards passing here in this game.
Damn.
Defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were
wide
never
open,
able to
my
get the
nigga.
ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind
9 completions,
incomplete.
bro.
Boy, it
Damn.
looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down. It's 4th. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
What is game seem long as
yards
fuck.
rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good position to be in, 2nd and inches. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And now the rookie's 3, 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more.
Dolphins 22.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let it go again. And got his man.
My gosh, what?
Gets this one inside the 15.
Well, Watson is dying my ass up.
A big play that
time. Damn, defense.
32 yards. On 1st down, 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
Chase that she didn't do because she wanted to make way for me to go get mine.